The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
World premiere Green Day coming up here with Brian and Kenzie in about an hour, right at 8 a.m. when we do Ticket Blitz Thursday.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
All right, your Chicago Bulls went to Dallas and they lost. That's a shame. They lost 114 to 105. Now, the Bulls held Luka to 18 points. One of the best players in the NBA. Vooch had 21 points and 20 boards. Nice big double-double. Patrick Williams had 0 points for the Bulls.
That's not good.
No, it's not good. I don't think he's going to be here much longer. But then again, the Bulls believe in this lineup, so I think nothing's going to happen at a trade deadline eventually, which is still a ways off. It was the fourth.
We're 1 week into the season. Why are you talking about the trade deadline, Brian?
Well,
Jesus.
they already had a players-only meeting.
I know. Just give him a second.
Let's accelerate everything quicker.
Oh, my God. The trade deadline's in February. Relax.
Yeah, it's a little bit off. So a fourth quarter collapse did them in again, and there you go. The Bulls are what they are. They'll give you a little hope. They'll have some nice games, and they'll have some games like that. A second Bears assistant coach is out of a job halfway through the season. Now, we already had this. Remember, Kenzie, the other coach, all that controversy of possibly the FBI raiding his house, the defensive coordinator? Well,
did we ever really get anything on that?
Isn't it wild how these stories come along, and then there's no conclusion to them? Like, we don't get the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know that is crazy.
I mean, I know we're the journalists and we should do a deeper dive, but actually it's not out there. There's no information to get. It's just over.
But they're saying that the FBI didn't actually raid. It's very confusing.
Exactly.
I think at this point it's confirmed that the FBI wasn't at Hallis Hall.
Correct.
I don't know if they were at that guy's house, though.
Still don't have that confirmed.
This and the Fatfold shooting. It's amazing what sports teams can cover up.
Chicago. They certainly. I don't know how you get it off Google. How do you take it off social? Any kind of information out there.
It's not the Windy City because of the wind. It's because everybody's blowing smoke. Yeah. Well, fact that makes your brain go boom.
There you go. So anyway, another one's gone. And another one. His David Walker, the running backs coach, he's been released for, quote, behavior.
That is pretty loose.
Behavior in the workplace.
Also loose.
You tell me first thing, what do you think of when you hear that?
I think of sexual harassment. I think of racism. I think of inappropriate relationships. I think of it could be anything.
So wouldn't it be better if they just said it? Because you have all these things in your head when you hear workplace behavior. Maybe they just said, maybe he stole pens.
I'm gonna take a big swing and say he didn't steal pens.
Really?
Do you have one of all the things you listed? Do you have one that you would prefer happened?
off that top 5 list you gave?
Would you rather him be a harasser than a racist?
Okay, that's a tough one.
I don't think you can power rank those.
I think I would rather him have had
I don't think you can, dude.
I think I would have rather him have a consensual yet inappropriate relationship. Mm-hmm. I think that's the one I would choose.
Yeah.
Me too, by the way.
Okay, I think still traumatic because he's abusing power. However, I would imagine maybe the least traumatic. Maybe if it was consensual.
Fingers crossed,
but
least
not
traumatic.
a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that would be the best of the worst, if you will.
I think you have a future in politics. That was a great answer, Kenzie.
Thank you.
I didn't think we could power rank them, but we did.
Oh,
Could
we
his
can.
behavior at work just be like bad coaching?
No.
Because it's not going great.
Yeah,
No.
when's the last good Bears running back?
Well, they've been doing well lately. Certainly the running game has improved when Justin Fields went out and they needed just more people to run.
Okay, so they just ran the ball more. That doesn't mean they were better.
Dante Foreman had a great game with the Raiders game.
Credit to you, Brian.
Incredible
You're
game.
right.
Now, I'm not saying it's this guy's what he did.
What did he do to Dante
Maybe they
Foreman?
missaid work behavior. They were like maybe.
Did he threaten Deontay Foreman to say run or you're? I don't know what's going to happen. He threatened him, and that's the workplace behavior. He had a great
I was
game.
going to say they meant performance, but then they said like behavior.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Bears really have to proofread these press releases when they fire people.
Yeah.
It's true.
I mean, they led the NFL in rushing last year between Justin Fields, David Montgomery, who's not here anymore, Khalil Herbert. So they're 6th in the league.
Did they really?
They did. They led in rushing because they didn't have a monstrous passing game.
Justin Fields ran a lot last year. That
He
makes
ran
sense.
like 1,100 yards last year.
I'd like to know what the running backs contributed to that. Because David Montgomery left and then he immediately became better.
He did.
Yeah.
But like I said, Dante Foreman did well. Maybe Kenzie's right. It's not about his job and being good at it. He's actually really good at it. It's just a consensual relationship that's inappropriate in the workplace.
Right.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers
We
crossed.
can only hope. Thank God the honey bears aren't there anymore. It's helped.
God. The Honey Bears. Good reference. It's been 40 years since they've had Bears cheerleaders?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Bring them back.
Well, rumors of an inappropriate relationship caused that.
Oh, is that right?
That's the rumor.
Okay. Was it like a 5G rumor? Is it not based on reality?
Are you saying the
I
Honey
think they just haven't had anything to cheer about in that long. They're going to bring them back the second the team is doing well.
Ladies, you can stay home this week. We're good.
Yeah, we're going to wait.
The Honey Bears can bring down a jet airliner is what I've got out of this conversation. The Rangers are the World Series champions.
In their 63rd season. It's happened! The Texas Rangers win the World Series!
Well, there you go. Were you watching, Case?
I was.
Mackenzie, you were at a play last night.
A musical.
Didn't want to stay
Put
home.
some respect on it.
My bad. Didn't want to stay home for the World Series.
I heard a little bit of it on the way home.
Yeah.
Just a smidgen.
No, it was a loaded night. I had the World Series. I had the Bulls-Mavs game. I had basketball on ESPN. Checked out a little Pacers-Celtics. Pacers lost by 45 points last night.
Jeez.
And the sad thing is, I thought they played kind of well. Celtics just made 75% of their shots.
That's a lot.
Big sports night last night.
Well, not trying to be a Debbie Downer with the World Series.
Oh, my God,
The
Brian.
suspense is killing me. What do you have to say about the World Series?
Well, the Cubs World Series averaged 22.8 million people watching in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Every year since then, it's gone down. This World Series had an average audience of 8.5 million people watching.
I'm going to call you DJ Cool.
Why's that?
Let me clear my throat.
I got a little throat thing going on. It's weird. You're not hearing me do it, I guess. Hopefully you're not.
Well, you just turned your microphone off. I'd always prefer if you did it on air because it just sounds like you died.
It's cold air. Something's happening in my throat. I don't know what's going
Cold
on.
air?
It was warm and you had this issue too. You
Yeah.
gotta do it again.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
You
I can't
can't
help it.
say an entire sentence.
I know.
Hold on. Every time you clear your throat, it's $1 in the God Bless the Gravy food drive. That's the new rule.
Listen, that's Harper's college fund
I
right
don't
there.
care. That's the new rule.
All right.
That's the new rule. And to go back on your point about the World Series, how it's declined in viewership every year since 2016, I think that's a dumb stat. We're never going to be able to top the Cubs World Series again. That was a cultural event for America, let alone Chicagoland. Of course, it's gone down every year. I'm not concerned about it. Baseball playoffs were great. Congrats to the Rangers. I don't want to hear about how baseball is dying. The pitch clock has saved everything.
You think the MLB isn't concerned about that?
No, I think they were crying in the Major League Baseball offices when the Diamondbacks beat the Phillies because I think this rating would look a lot different if the Phillies were there instead of Arizona.
I was really excited for the Rangers.
I know. This is the problem. Is that
Were you? Did you watch one game?
Did I watch one game?
One game of the World Series when they made it. Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
So back off, Brian.
Okay, you're one of the 8 million.
Jesus, sorry I had a musical last night that I scheduled weeks ago.
Well, if you really were diehard Rangers.
Well, this is the problem. I'm gonna talk while you're clearing your throat. This is the problem. The Rangers are a great team with a great story. They listen to Creed. They're just like us. The stars are just like us. And now we're talking about some dumb TV rating instead of this great baseball team with a great story.
Creed did take him there. I
I
guess.
just wish you had a frog in your throat. At least it'd make it interesting. Now you're just annoying and boring.
Well, that's hurtful that I have this physical problem, the bullying you're doing about my throat that I can't fix.
F off. Because I've been telling you for, about 4 months to see a doctor, and you've just said no.
I know. It's not a big problem.
It's a big problem.
It is, Brian.
We
And
talk
it's
for a
actually
living.
getting worse. So whatever is happening,
I could use some sympathy and some empathy. I could use that.
no.
No.
I'm done. Because at first I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry you're sick. You should see a doctor. And you're like, no. I'm like, you should try medicine. You're like, no, you should do that. Instead, you just annoy everybody.
Well,
As Brian says, he's not here to be liked.
that's right.
God,
And
you're just sign, sealing, and delivering that message.
do you feel like you're back in that play with the person behind you in the play right now? Is that what's agitating you?
You know what? Maybe that's what made me almost throw my drink on her. I've had enough.
You've had enough of throat clearings?
Throat clearing and belching.
So you're saying that I built up to that point with her?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
she was
like
actually
you-
just the innocent victim and collateral damage
She
of
was
being you?
bad, but good Lord, did I have no tolerance, ready for that.
All right, finally in sports, Bobby Knight passed away, legendary Indiana basketball coach who took him to 3 titles for IU. Controversy, of course. Kenzie, have you heard of Bobby Knight? Bobby Knight.
I know Bobby Brown.
Okay. Different guys.
Different guy.
Completely different.
And I know who the Dark Knight is.
Okay. Combine them there. You got it.
I know.
So Bobby Knight passed
Family
away.
members.
Couple things he did, Kenzie, during his career that caused controversy. During the middle of a game, he threw a chair on the court when a Purdue player was about to shoot a free throw, angry at the call. and hit people, actually, with a chair. This happened back in the day. It was big controversy. He actually sounds like something you would be as you were a coach.
I was going to say, I get it.
Because
That
he
adds up.
also choked the player in practice.
That's really
Yeah, he did.
in practice.
In practice.
That's fun.
Sounds like Kenzie's, again, another Kenzie stat there. If Kenzie was
Everyone's so
coaching
soft
IU.
these days. God forbid. Little
Yep.
character building.
Yeah. He also said when he dies, he wants to be buried face down so all his haters can kiss his ass. Exactly what Kenzie would be again if Kenzie was coach of IU. Look, she knows it's so true. Look at her.
Oh my God, what a loss. He seems wonderful.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101 and 312-591-8300. Clash with Kenzie. Call now to compete for a chance at guaranteed entry to Group Love. That will be 1 week from tomorrow at the Cubby Bear. It's it's pop-up. So Cubby Bear and Modelo help bring this thing together, of course, in Q101. We love bringing these free shows, but guaranteed entry is key. So you beat Kenzie in a trivia contest, and you will be there guaranteed.
And then you can wear what you want. You don't even have to wear a jacket
Oh, my God.
because you have to wait outside.
Yeah, no waiting outside. You whoop, you're right in. Guaranteed
Get that
entry.
ass right in.
Hell yeah. 312-591-8300. Call right now to get in.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Here we go. Q101 pop-up with Group Love. Happens a week from Friday at the Cubby Bear. Now, it's free. You go to Q101.com to download your ticket. But these things tend to get out of control, so guaranteed entry is important. Sponsored by our friends at the Cubby Bear, of course, and Modelo. And Ashley is taking on Kenzie today from Hammond. Ashley, ahoy. Tell us something really quick about yourself.
Ahoy. What's up?
What's
I
up? What's
live in
up?
Hammond, Indiana. I'm a dog groomer.
Ooh.
Okay.
I listen to you guys every single day. I only have like a 10 to 15 minute commute to work, so that's all I get, but podcasts all day.
Oh my
Okay.
God, I love her.
That podcast available, of course, Q101.com, anywhere you get your
What's the
podcast.
best dog to groom? What's like the number one, like, oh yeah.
Standard poodle.
Ooh, poodle.
I have one. You might know him. His name's Charlie. My
Cute.
fiance sends his picture to you guys all the time.
Oh, we do get poodle pictures.
Yeah, you know him.
Very cute. I
That's
approve.
good stuff. I love it.
No, I'm not trying to bring brings bad news, but what's the worst dog to groom?
Chihuahua.
Oh, Chihuahua.
Oh,
Well, at least it would go quick.
it's like, it's like that. Yeah,
Just
there's.
throw a bucket of water on him. Done.
That'll do it.
All right, here we go. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, he can steal a point. She can do. You can do the same to her. Call heads or tails on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Call it.
Tail.
Good job flipping that.
It landed on heads. So Kenzie wins.
Okay.
Oh my God, you broke her heart, Brian.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
You want to say tails just because? I'm
No.
worried about Ashley now.
It's too late. The flip went
I feel like
poorly.
you did that on purpose.
I did not do it on purpose.
I can assure you he does nothing to benefit me on purpose.
That's right.
Ever.
That's right. I'm rooting for you, Ashley, on this one. So here we go.
Let's go.
Kenzie goes first, though. Kenzie,
What?
what cracker brand features an elf as a mascot?
Keebler?
Keebler's correct. Is that a dog barking in the background there, Ashley?
Yeah, they're excited.
They're big fans.
They love Kenzie.
Go, Mom.
Ashley, what color is the cue ball in pool?
White.
It is white. Kenzie, what city do the Pelicans play their home games in? Pelicans?
Oh, God. I know. Kansas?
Kansas is not right. It'd be great if it was the
Pelicans.
Kansas Pelicans.
I don't know.
Ashley?
Florida.
No. Well, no. What city did the Pelicans play their home games in? It was New Orleans. New Orleans. The New Orleans
Why do you say it
Pelicans.
like that?
Nolans. That's how they say it down there. Nolans.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Not a big Pelicans fan. Sorry.
Do you know what sport they are?
I'm assuming basketball?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Good job.
All right, 1-1. It's back to Ashley.
Ashley, what shapes are used in a Venn diagram?
Circles.
Circles is right.
Circle.
Sackles.
Kenzie, what two colors make purple?
red and blue.
Make purple. 2-2. Back to Ashley.
Yes.
Who collabed with Rihanna on the 2010 hit "Love the Way You Lie"?
Eminem.
Got somebody? 2?
I said Eminem. I don't know.
Oh, it is Eminem. Good job, Ashley.
Okay.
She snuck that in there. I didn't hear her either.
I didn't hear it either.
Yeah, but how about that?
Look at that.
3-2, and it's back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, what song begins with the line, "I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight"?
The Monster Mash.
Oh, it's a classic, isn't it?
Double platinum.
Is that right? Is it a double
I
platinum
don't
song?
know.
It's got to be more than
lie a lot.
double. I think it's got to be more than double platinum, I think.
We're going to look that up after trivia. I'm curious how many records the Monster Mash has sold. All right, 3-3, it's back to Ashley.
Ashley, what city is the capital of the U.S. state of New Mexico?
Albuquerque.
Albuquerque's not right.
I
Kenzie?
don't know.
Guess what the capital of New Mexico is?
Yeah, you know this. 3,
I don't.
2.
What? Mexico City.
Yeah, Mexico City.
Is there
no.
another Mexico City?
There's only 2 cities in next to Mexico. You got Albuquerque, you got Santa Fe. Other than that, there's no more
Santa
cities.
Fe.
Santa Fe.
What is it? Santa Fe?
Yeah.
Ah.
That's too bad, Ashley.
That's too bad.
All right, well, it's 3-3.
I've never been to New Mexico. I apologize.
It seems nice. It's 3-3, it's back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, what celebrity showed up for a court appearance in 2005 wearing pajama bottoms? 2005.
Oh, I know this. This bothers me. Somebody showed up in pajama bottoms.
3,
2005.
2.
Oh my God, was it? This is gonna be so bad. Is it Michael Jackson?
It is Michael Jackson.
Right? Okay.
It is.
Okay.
Oh, God, right before the buzzer. Okay, Ashley. Who served as the host of Deal or No Deal upon launch in 2005?
What was it?
Deal or No Deal? Remember that show? Who was the host?
Oh, was it that Howie Mandel?
It was Howie Mandel. We got a tie game,
Yeah,
4-4.
okay.
Yeah.
Back to Kenzie. She can win with the correct answer.
Kenzie, what super team includes Thor, Iron Man, the Hulk, Ant-Man, and the Wasp?
Is that the Avengers?
That is the Avengers. That's right. Oh. So close.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
So back and
Yeah,
forth
good
there.
game.
Yeah, very good game.
Well, okay. Well, she listens all day, and so let's give her that guaranteed entry to Group Love.
Oh, you're so generous.
For real?
Yeah, of course.
You're the dog barking, dog
I
approves.
know, it's like
Yeah, my dog's
clapping.
clapping.
Congratulations.
Charlie loves it.
The Q101 Morning Crew's Clash with Kenzie.
On Q101.
Well, there you go. Let you know about the next half hour. Of course, we have Ticket Blitz Thursday if you like free stuff at 8 a.m. So that will be Twisted Christmas tickets for the finale night, the Gaslight Anthem, and Young the Giant, and a pre-party with Brian and Kenzie and everybody. That's at 8 o'clock. Plus, world premiere Green Day music coming up at 8 as well. But before we get there, in just 2.5 minutes, it's what everybody wants to find out, as I went back to Halloween City to take back the parrot that we talked about yesterday on the show.
Oh, boy.
Listen, stop by Halloween City from a costume that I wore on Friday at the Cubby Bear for our pop-up there. Now, this parrot wouldn't stay on the costume. It cost $13 extra. Case the producer talked me into buying it. I went back, and they said I could return it the next day. But that seemed like a scam. It didn't seem right. Thought the store would be gone when we go back.
Right.
We went back after the show yesterday, and we will tell you and have audio again exactly what happened. Did I get my $13 back? Was the store on fire when we got there? We will tell you everything in 2.5 minutes after White Reaper with Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Well, White Reaper appearing at Q101's Twisted Christmas, again coming up at 8 and all day long. Once we launch Ticket Blitz Thursday here with Brian and Kenzie, it'll be finale night. The Gaslight Anthem and Young the Giant. That'll be the Friday night, and a pre-party. That'll be all day long, your tickets to get into Q101's Twisted Christmas Night 4. That'll be the Friday night. It will be a party. All bets are off.
It's the night you go the hardest.
Absolutely. 1,000%. Well, I go hard. Maybe Wednesday too. Tuesday, Thursday, but Wednesday and Friday, the hardest nights.
Friday 2 years ago, I watched you get emotional in an Uber. You started recounting your childhood, and it got very awkward for everybody in the Uber.
Oh my God, what is wrong with
It
you?
was bad. It was really bad.
I actually wish you were there, Kenzie.
I don't.
Just pouring my heart out the case in an Uber drunk.
It was like good vibes.
Let me tell you something. If you did that to me, you wouldn't wish I was there because my reaction would not make you feel better.
Well, I'm glad Case, the sensitive one, was here to make me feel so much better. I don't know. I don't remember what I was talking about.
You were talking about your dad and just your childhood, and this is before he passed, so it was like you were reliving how you got to this point in life, and it was me and our friend Ted in the Uber, and we were both like, okay, Brian, all right, we're almost at the Cubby Bear. You going to be okay?
Yeah.
You good?
I do remember that now. Also, the problem, Kenzie, is I always get in the front seat because I'm tall and they let me sit in the front seat.
Yes.
And then I can't see their faces when I'm talking about whatever, and I can't get a judge on, I should have ended this a while ago.
Well, that's most stories you start.
Don't you think that could just be common sense, though?
Not in my state at that time.
No, Brian was pretty far gone. It was a blast. Again, it's going to be awesome. That's Twisted Christmas, the finale this Friday.
Yeah.
And we've got Ticket Blitz Thursday starting at 8.
Well, before we get to Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that, there's one more thing to wrap up with Halloween. Friday night, our awesome Q101 event with Weathers, the pop-up at the Cubby Bear. Halloween night. It was glorious. It was packed. And I went as a pirate, a costume that I bought at Halloween City about a week ago. It was a great costume. It was fine. $79. Including a parrot that didn't stay on my shoulder. That Case was there when I was buying it. Talked me in. You got to get the parrot. You got to get the parrot. It was $13 extra.
It was going to tie the whole outfit together.
I bought it at the time, and I not only paid for it, but I mean bought that it would actually make the costume better with the parrot.
You bought into the idea of the parrot?
I did. I did. And then so at $13 more.
I like how you thought nobody knew what you were if there wasn't a parrot on your shoulder.
The parrot, well, to your point, it looked kind of like, I don't know, a swashbuckler. Like, he didn't look exactly like a parrot.
A what?
A swashbuckler.
Don't call Kenzie that.
I didn't call her that.
How dare you?
No, no.
It looked more like a what?
Like a buccaneer? Like the Buccaneers? I mean, that's a
What did you call it?
No, say the word again.
Swashbuckler. I might be saying it wrong. There's a word for that.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're talking about the parrot?
No, the whole outfit. The parrot would look like a parrot. The parrot was a parrot.
What's a swashbuckler?
Maybe Google it here. I don't know if there's an image that comes up when you put swashbuckler in.
I don't even know how to spell swash.
I think you're looking for an SW to start.
I think there's multiple SWs. A swashbuckler.
Yeah. Now look,
A person who engages in daring and romantic adventures with bravado. You thought you looked more like that?
Yeah, I thought I nailed that. Yep.
Because you looked more like a waiter.
Yeah. who dives into adventures with customers and bringing them food.
You look like, I just kept looking at you like, I feel like you'd work at a restaurant called Shenanigans.
Well, anyway, that was the costume.
A genre of European adventure literature that focuses on heroic protagonists.
Yeah, that's what I looked like.
That's not you.
Look,
Who
the
are
picture.
skilled in swordmanship, acrobatics, and possess chivalrous ideals. You don't even think I should have equal pay.
That's not true. But I think a swashbuckler would agree with that,
I
though.
don't think anybody would confuse you for a swashbuckler.
Will you go to Google Images and see if he at least looked like that, if he's using the word right?
No, you don't even understand what is like. They're all first off, they're all cartoons.
Yeah. That
And
outfit.
they're almost of an anime vein.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one that's up here is clearly an elf.
An elf?
Yeah, because they're all like European, fake it's like.
I mean,
anime fantasy writing.
Yeah, I'm not seeing as much of that when I did swashbuckler.
I don't see a parrot in sight, I'll tell you that.
Well, the outfit without the parrot, I'm saying, was the swashbuckler-ish outfit. The parrot was the key to the outfit. That's why I bought it.
Yes, it tied it together.
Tied it together.
Wow.
So, the parrot never stayed on, so I looked like a swashbuckler over there at the pop-up on Friday night. So I decided I'm going to try to take it back. This happened 2 days ago. It was Halloween City. I went over there, and of course, Kenzie and Case laughed. I mean, no one's going to take back a Halloween costume. It's ripped open on the package. The feathers were falling off, even though I didn't use it. I took it back, and a manager there told me, come back tomorrow. We can't take stuff on Halloween up until 7 days before. But you can bring it back tomorrow. The register will let us return it tomorrow. Everybody, the listeners, everybody laughs. And no, this guy is snowing you. He's just trying to get rid of you. There's no way that they're going to take back this parrot.
There's no way they're going to take it back. There's a chance the building might not even be there. When you and I went yesterday, I was hoping that this building that was an Office Depot that turned into a Halloween store was going to be gone, was going to be uprooted from the foundation.
I love the concept of it already being a Christmas store.
It turns into Christmas City?
Yeah. I wanted that to happen so bad.
Well, when we got there, it's kind of what we thought was going on. So yesterday, we did return to the store. I said, I'm going in. I'm going to get my $13 back from this parrot. And I'm going to prove everybody
For
wrong.
the parrot, not from the parrot.
Give me the money, parrot.
He was a stick-up?
He's like choking me.
Pulling a Bobby Knight on the parrot, choking the parrot. So me and Case walk in. Case, describe what the building looked like when we went back in.
So I have a new documentary idea, which is going into Halloween stores on November 1st, because I've never quite seen what I've seen before, which is a warehouse full of what was Halloween supplies, all slowly being boxed up, taken out, thrown away. But then there were also people there. This was their Black Friday. This was their biggest day of the year. As we were talking to our cashier, there was a lady, Kenzie. She had a pallet of Halloween supplies that was getting wheeled to her SUV. She had loaded up on everything there and was taking it one by one on this hand cart, basically, to her car. She's stocked up for next year.
On November 1st, she was doing
She's
this.
going to have like her own little store. That's why.
I know. I'm fascinated.
It's Halloween.
I want to talk to her. Why do you need the skeleton today? Why do you need these 7 children's costumes today? I'm blown away by this whole thing. I don't know if this is a thing that people do. Because we all know, oh, you can go to Walgreens saying get half off Halloween candy. That makes sense. This was half off Halloween decor, and they were buying it in like a Costco surplus size.
Yeah. And so that proves the point that the store was still there. It wasn't on fire like we thought it would be when we pulled up there on November 1st trying to get in.
Very disappointing.
And there was a manager there.
There was.
So we walk inside, Kenzie, and I have the parrot.
I'm already disappointed, I have to be honest.
The store's there. I was too.
I know.
There's some checks of boxings here you'll see. First off, you are definitely now not happy the store was there. Not happy it was open.
Nope.
But still, could I get $13 back for a broken parrot?
Entering a store, by the way, as I said yesterday, that has a sign taped to the door that says no refunds. A receipt where it says no refunds. And Brian's going, I'm going to get my refund.
So I go in there. 2 people behind the counter. They look like they did not want us there at all. Right away, there was big defensive front put on by, what do you guys want?
That was what was asked. It was, what do you guys want?
It wasn't like, hello, welcome to Halloween City.
Well, 2 men walk in with 1 parrot in a bag. It's like, oh, God.
I've seen this video before. 2 men, 1 parrot.
Here comes a TikTok video. Great. Another kid coming in with a TikTok video. All right, so we get up there, go to the register, and we explain the situation. Said a manager said, come back today and we'll get our refund. They looked, pause, big pause. I have to go back talk to the manager. Again, kid goes back there and talks to the manager behind us. The manager did not come out. Came back out, goes to the register, and here's the audio of what happened.
As long as it's working, I'm happy to do it for you as long as I'm allowed.
I appreciate it.
Let's put it that way.
All right. Whatever you say. You're the man.
There's going to be your receipt for the return. And then here is where I need your signature.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
All right. We'll see you next Halloween.
Victory! Victory! I got the $13 back. Actually, it was 14 something with tax. Back on my credit card. Kenzie, I won. I won.
Doesn't it suck
Yeah.
that he won?
Yes.
It's so disappointing. Every bit of logic was no refunds. Don't return, especially if the packaging is opened. Do not return. And you put your head down and won.
You know what I feel
and it
bad
sucks.
for? What they're going to do is they're going to repackage that, and somebody has to have Brian's parrot next year, and that sucks.
That's, you know
His
what?
used bird.
This is an amazing day for the consumer out there and people that want to go in and get what's theirs back. This parrot didn't work. I got a refund. Everybody gets ripped off every day. I went in there and took control of the situation. No, you're not going to that store. No, you're not.
I showed him the picture of you on Q101 wearing that damn parrot.
No, you're not going to do that.
That's what I want to
do.
do.
No, you're going back to Elgin after the show, and that's it.
I'm driving by.
You're not stopping in that store.
Did they give you cash, or was it back on your card?
It's back on my card.
I have time to stop it.
You cannot dispute that
Excuse
charge.
me, there was a man in here earlier, and I know that this is a used parrot.
You know what? It'd be worth the $13 there you say that. He brought you back a used parrot.
It's so disappointing. There's two things here that I think are important. One, somebody write this down. I want somebody at the Halloween pop-up next year going as Brian's parrot. You will win the Halloween costume contest if that's the case.
Okay.
Two, I am so disappointed because we could have had so much fun if you still had the parrot. Somebody on Facebook pointed out we could have auctioned off the parrot for God Bless the Gravy to raise money to give people food that need it during the holiday season, and instead you're walking around with $14 more.
Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pay it forward and put on God Bless the Grave right now $14 as a donation to add on to my current donation cycle.
That's from the parrot. That doesn't count. You have to match it. You have to do 14 as well.
I have to match the parent's donation.
It's like DraftKings if somebody wins a bet.
Good job, Kenzie. Figured out better.
I'm starting to figure it out.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.